Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome if you're new. Today's reading is going to be for our beautiful Aquarians. We're going to be looking at the week ahead. So as always, I'd like to start with the tarot. Now keep in mind guys, this is a collective reading. So to get the best accuracy, check your sun, moon and rising sign. So this is for the sign of Aquarius, sun, moon or rising. What is the week ahead looking like, Spirit? As always, I would really appreciate it if you guys could like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. It really helps me out as I'm trying to grow the channel. Okay. Week ahead, Aqua. Ooh, looks like we've got a good week ahead. So my immediate sense when I jump into the field is that this week is a week where we're going to be validated about some decisions that we've been making over the last 6 months. I do feel like there is a new beginning coming in, and I feel like this new beginning is going to change things quite dramatically when it comes to our day-to-day experience. So I'm talking about physical things that you're doing day-to-day. So the King of Swords is all about being sure of ourselves and knowing our mind and knowing that we've made the right decision and mastering the mental realms, having a clear perception of where we're going and what we're doing and knowing the path forward. The Ace of Cups is all about a new thing coming into our lives. Being an ace, it's always the start of the suit, which means that whatever this thing is, that's this new beginning that's coming in, it is actually going to feel really, really good. I feel like in this particular context, for most of you, this is going to apply to work. Because we do have the Pentacles here, I do feel like this is all about our practical financial things that we're talking about. I'm also seeing the potential for a collaboration with someone this week. So if you do get an offer to work with someone else, Spirit's advising that you actually go for it because it will actually lead to more financial and physical abundance in the long term. Again, there are a lot of physical changes coming in this week. So I would suggest that you might want to have a look at your day-to-day routines and ask yourself the question, how can I step into a new beginning if it's offered to me in a way that allows me to balance all of my current projects with new projects that are coming in? I also feel like there is a potential this week for meeting a new person. Now, when I say that, I don't think that this is necessarily for the singles out there. Don't jump ahead of ourselves, guys. I feel like this is for the people who are looking for friendship rather than romantic entanglement. I am feeling like there is an opportunity for an expansion in the social fields because I do feel like this week is all about integration with other. Taking what you've got and mixing it with other things. Like in Temperance, he's got 1 foot in the ocean and 1 foot on the land. That's taking the solid things that he already has and blending them together with his emotions to create a brand new outcome that we see here in the Ace of Cups. So I would say this is a great week for working with other people, for starting new ideas at work, also being offered opportunities at work, and being able to save more money than you have in the past. So the key here is all about collaboration. It's all about working with other people. So let's get some other cards and see what else is coming in. Also, because we do have the Queen of Pentacles here alongside the King of Swords, I would say that whatever this thing is that's starting new and fresh this week, you already know about it or you have known about it for some time. You've been thinking it over and you've finally come to the conclusion that it is something that you want to invest your time, energy and effort into. But it will require you to work with other people and combine resources at some point to create the changes in your daily life that you're looking for. But ultimately, I really think that it's a good idea because you are coming into a time of more abundance with being able to save more money than you have in the past. A king bee, look at this, 2 kings. You can't write this stuff down, can you? I really think it's all about empowerment this week. Trusting yourself, knowing that you've already mastered the mental realms and you do know your stuff. Like, don't let anyone tell you that you don't know what you're doing this week, because I really feel like this is one of those weeks where your mental realm is on point. And you do have the capability of overcoming the illusory obstacles that other people throw in our paths. It's easy to tell someone that you can't do something based on an idea that we hold to be true, but real creatives in the world know that anything that we want to do is just a matter of setting our intention and then following through with the guided action that our intuition leads us to. So I would say to you, don't let any mental chatter or any external mental obstacles get in the way of what you know is true, what you know is possible, because the word impossible, it really is I'm possible if you just believe. So I'm saying this week is one of those weeks where if you do believe in yourself, if you do take action on the things that you're thinking about, it could actually lead to a really long-term, huge change in your life that's really, really beneficial, either financially or emotionally. Because this new beginning, I do feel like it is quite a long new beginning. Set it free. Set your energy and intention free. You've set your intention, you know what you want to do. This week is the week to let it go. Do it. I feel like there's a part of you that longs to fly. There's a part of you that needs to be re-inspired. It's almost like I see a rebirth of passion this week through being certain about a new direction, either in the work field or in your own mental space and within your own self. I would say that relationships this week are actually looking good. If you are in a partnership, I would say that there could be some illusory obstacles coming up this week that you need to overcome. And I think that the way to do that is to let go of the situation. Don't try and control it. I would say any obstacles that your partner is putting in front of you or in the relationship at the moment will actually melt away over the next week anyway, because there is a lot of change in the field. I don't think it's going to stay the same. So I would say to you, just any conflict, any resistance this week, it's not worth the energy or the effort to kind of resist what you know is already true and right for you. So I guess that spirit way of saying, believe in yourself, step up, step out, start those things that you want to do and watch as it comes back to you in a way that's actually really meaningful this week. So jumping into our emotions, what are our emotions going to be doing this week? Let's have a look at the more emotional side of life. Financially, I think it's a good week. I don't see any major obstacles with finance coming in. If anything, I feel like some changes that you make to your budget could actually lead to a positive outcome when it comes to your savings. So this week is a good week for planning and strategizing when it comes to finance. I would say it's not a great week for the spending, so I would keep your spending to a minimum, or at least have it done in a structured and realistic way, because when we are starting out in a new project, it can be easy to overinvest in what we want to achieve. So I would say, even when it comes to emotional buying, if there's an object that you want this week, I would say wait until next week, because this is not a week to just go and buy things because you want them. All of your finances need to be structured this week, because you are learning to look towards more longer term goals, I would say. Looks like you've got a lot of protection from the higher realms this week. I would say that I do think that this is one of those weeks where you are going to have heightened sensitivity to angelic forces, meaning look out for the synchronicities around you. Watch out for those little coincidences that are just too coincidental to be coincidences, because I do feel like there is a thinning of the veil this week where deceased loved ones or guardian angels or higher dimensional entities, whatever it is that you believe in, can actually come through and give you meaningful messages and hope for a brighter future. Past lives, that's interesting. So I think that we're all being affected this week by karmic energies of internal awarenesses of our genetic biological history. So past lives is all about our family history, the patterns that we create in our relationships as a result of either our upbringing or our parents' upbringing or our parents' parents' upbringing. So just be aware of that this week and know that any relationship issues that do come up, I do feel like, again, they're illusory obstacles. They're not actually real. They're coming from places that are deeply embedded in the past for either you or your partner. If you are single, I would say this is a really great week for self-reflection, to look deeply into the patterns and behaviors that we have structured in our own relationship fields, and looking at how we can dissolve some of the illusory obstacles that we create towards creating new relationships, because I do feel like if you are single, there is someone available in the field that could potentially be coming in for a love relationship. However, I don't think that the relationship itself will form this week. I think you're just either meeting the person or becoming aware of the person this week. So it's a really great time to have a look at, where do I self-sabotage when it comes to creating my relationships? What is it that I'm actually looking for in my divine partner? And what do I need to do to set myself up to be in that place where it'll be able to manifest for me? So overall, guys, I really think it is a good week for you this week. I would say there's nothing here that I really want to caution you about, other than doing the inner work that you need to do and checking in with your spiritual self to make sure that you're making the right choices moving forward when it comes to structuring your daily life and the changes that you're making regarding your finances and your work and your passion in your daily purpose and task. So I hope that helped you guys.